Hey everyone, welcome to the presentation of the monthly meeting for DALLA November 2015. I'm Blaze from Lake County, and this month I'd like to try something a little different. Previous months we met together once remotely, we discussed the topic for a little while and shared out, but because of the number of us and different locations and technologies not just quite there, what I wanted to do is make a short video and then have us review this a little beforehand. This is about a week before our next meeting. And what I'd like you to do is look at the information, reflect on it a bit, and come to the meeting next week with some thoughts in mind to share. So this topic for this month is building a personal learning network. In fact, expanding what you have currently. One of the questions we want to ask ourselves this month is how has communicating with parents and colleagues changed and impacted your professional relationships? We can do that with PLNs, personal learning networks. You know, we all have them. They're created dynamically. When you have a question or a problem for something, classroom management, a tech issue, you go to someone, you have a person in mind. That's part of your personal learning network that can teach you, help you. We know that the personal learning network is all about making connections with the right people. And like I said, we create these dynamically. Today I want to look at creating them purposefully. The first network we're going to look at is Google+, which has about 300 million users. Hope we can find what we want. You can get to Google+ with the apps button, click Google+, or just type in plus.google.com. We're actually using Google+ as well for our DALLA links, files, a bunch of things. So I'm going to cover that in just a minute, how to get to some important things. But here, just looking briefly, we have our front wall or landing page. And if you have not used Google+, then this is essentially your Facebook wall, or it's where all of the updates from everyone that you follow and every group you're a part of reside. We can change who we follow under the people section. If I wanted to follow Joni or Cheryl, which maybe I guess I should. Cheryl, I'm going to put you in the colleague section right here. Friends? Sure. Excellent. That actually would make some points. So now anything that Cheryl posts, I can see. It's pretty basic. Here's where it gets a little more powerful. Under communities. Because I do not want to follow 110,000 people, I joined the Google Apps in Education group. I'm one member of 110,000. Anyone in this group can post an idea or a link or maybe even a question to be answered. And here I can participate by looking at this quoted selected text and Gmail reply. I like that. I'm going to give that just a +1 just to kind of move it up to the top so that someone else coming in can see this later. If I wanted to, I could also post a question here, maybe a picture of a problem or something else I'm looking for be answered from this. Looking back at communities real briefly, we can see DALLA is a community with 31 members. I don't think that's all of us yet. So if you're watching this, you are not currently a member of this group. You saw how I got here, and then you can join it by this little gear button. There's probably more than one button for you. Those of you that are not part of it, it might be over here. Say join. You can click here and click join. I'm assuming it says it there. If you have any trouble, you can ask me later. Here in the DALLA group, of course, we see our fellow teachers and DALLA participants posting. Here's a video of last month. This is next steps from Ray. But this gets kind of messy. I don't want to have to view all this. So Ray, thank you for making these categories for posts. So if you want to limit what you're looking at and only look at this month's professional learning or personal learning network, then it only shows those specific posts that relate to that. And back here, these are some important documents: next steps and assignments of DALLA, monthly topics. Here's a link to all your blogs and projects. So if you get stuck, get lost, and you're looking for something, come here to the community, look right here on the right for these quick links. All right. So what I want you to do between now and our meeting next week, if you're viewing this, join a community you're not already a part of. So I guess join DALLA, but join another one. Join something that works for you, that makes sense to help build your personal learning network. Like you saw, communities that I was a part of here, Google Apps, or many of them, because I think in Lake County, I'm kind of the Google expert, or at least one of them. So if I want to know more about the North Coast Google Collaborative, then I can look over here and click join on it. And then after that, everything that's posted comes right up here in my main feed. So I don't have to go back to communities. It's kind of all mixed in here. Everything from DALLA, everything from Google, everything from anyone else that I follow shows up. And if I see an idea that I like, I can comment on it, forward it. You get the idea. Let's go ahead and look over the next community network, which is Twitter. All right, so I think we're all Twitter members. Some of us post more than others. Some of us follow more than others. I'm going to tell you right now, follow as many people as you can, at least that it makes sense. Sometimes you have to unfollow someone. But over here, Twitter, you can be what's called a lurker for a long time. It's not necessary to post or to tweet constantly. Some of these people tweet so often, I wonder what they do the rest of their life, but they just must type much faster. How does Alice tweet 107,000 tweets? I could do the math, but it's probably like one per minute. Okay, sorry, off track there. What I wanted to share with you were Twitter Ed Chats. This link, which I'll post in the Google Plus community, these are scheduled education chats specifically for Twitter. This calendar, and make sure you click on the right time zone, are scheduled every day. So here I'm looking at Tuesday, October 27th, which for me is tomorrow. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. It looks like there's all kinds of Twitter Ed chats. There's one on Rural Education Chat. You know, I'm kind of interested in that. I'd like to be part of that, experience that. So I can see that the hashtag is Rural Ed Chat. Let's add to my calendar if I wanted to, but I'm just going to take this right now, and you'll see how to use this. Copy that hashtag, go back to Twitter, paste it in, and search. Now, there's going to be activity, of course, but there's going to be a lot of activity from 5:30 to 6:30, and this for me is Tuesday, October 27th. So this is actually tomorrow night. I know there's a lot of activity on this. So I'm going to add it to my calendar, and at that time, I'm going to remind myself, come over here to Twitter, put the hashtag in, and click live. And I'm going to watch as this discussion happens in real time about Rural Ed Chat. And you'll be amazed how many not only posts and people, but amazing ideas come through here. And it'll be way more than you can use. I would say try one, try to digest the information that comes through. And as you do that, add somebody that makes sense, that gives you an idea. So Lanessa, I've seen your name come up a couple of times. You've given me some great ideas. I'm going to follow you. Now that I'm following Lanessa, anything else that she posts or tweets, I'll see in my main feed. Right now, I'm building my personal learning network. So your objective for Twitter for next week is to come up with one person that you love following, your favorite person to follow. Please don't come up with 100. I know some of you can, but I'm going to try to limit on the time. So come with one person that you love to follow and be prepared to share that. The third PLN we're going to look at is Pinterest. Pinterest has about 100 million users, so it's a little smaller than the others, but a lot of it is education focused. Ignore the recipe and home improvement focuses. By following someone directly. I was told recently to follow Edutopia. So as you go to Pinterest, you have to sign up. If you've already used it, you'll see a board just like this. These are other things that I've followed to this point, and it's kind of empty. So I'm going to go follow Edutopia. That's someone that I was told to look at. All right. Here's Edutopia. Edutopia has a few dozen different boards, which are basically groups of ideas. So they've connected it here by topic, bully prevention, classroom spaces, mobile classroom. That looks interesting. I'm going to click that. And you know what? I'm going to follow this board. I'm going to click follow board. Now it's on my home page. And when I log back into Pinterest, anything posted to this board will automatically show up in my home. I'm going to take it a little further though, because this post right here, how to be effective when studying. I love to print this, but who created this? This looks like it probably links to a blog. Okay, I'm going to click this link. It does. It goes right over to teachthought.com. Now this is a blog that I have heard of, and I clicked this purposely because I wanted to follow them. Ah, there's a Twitter right there. It's all connected, right? This blog I would not have found if it wasn't for someone telling me go to Pinterest and follow Edutopia. Edutopia gathered these different links together, and now I'm suddenly learning more about some of the best studying apps for students. I can provide this to my class and look like the superstar that I am. So you see how I did that back here at Pinterest. I searched for the specific person that someone said, this is a great person or group to follow Edutopia. Found the board I wanted, pinned it. I go back here in the future, I'll get those great ideas right on the front. Of course, I can comment and share and look. This is more, at least for me, I use this more in a lurker way, where I'm not providing a lot of cool new ideas, but I am learning either from the mistakes or the successes of others. So that's it. Those are the 3 PLNs I wanted to look at today. So again, for next week, for our November 2015 DALLA actual meeting, it will be shorter because you watched this video and because you're thinking about who your favorite person on Twitter, and you've already joined a community, and you're going to share this when we meet together next week. We'll put a list together, and by the end of that meeting, we're going to have dozens of new communities joined and new Twitter followers. So see you then. Thank you.